Okay, so it's Thursday afternoon. The week is passing by. And I believe I said this earlier. Oh my God, August is almost over. No, it isn't. It's the 10th. It's hardly over. Relax. I finally figured out a way to set this iPad up. See, the cover on the iPad, if I have it turned the other way, then it tends to obscure the camera. So I have to turn it over this way, and then it stays okay. Don't ask me why. And then the cover is set up to prop up the iPad properly, but the other way, not this way. Okay, so I know it doesn't really work. It's a Roots cover, and I love Roots, so I love this cover, and it's leather, and it's so cool. So, you know how important things are to me? Things are important. The way they look is important. The way they feel is important. So I have this lovely cover, which has a few different minor problems. I can deal with them. I rarely make videos with my iPad, so it rarely comes into play. Now I can't remember what the Lord I was trying to talk about. It's a lovely day. I really tired myself out with my walk. And then I went for the walk. I went for my walk I went for my walk late this morning because Heidi was out and enjoying himself, so I didn't want to put him into the ark when, that isn't his favorite place when the sun's out. It's not as sunny as this place over here. So I went for my walk once my husband got up. My husband said, "Don't worry, I'll walk around the yard and pick up sticks and I'll watch him, so no problem." So that was good. So I didn't have to feel guilty about not staying I did stay. That's why I didn't go for a walk until 11 o'clock. Anyway, then I went for my walk, and it was a long walk. Not terribly long, but, it wasn't a couple of blocks. I went here, and I went there, and I went there, and I went there, and I went there, and I went there. Yeah. Until I was tired. I get tired more easily these days. Then I got home, and I went and looked, and he was, there's a bug crawling across the screen. It's a little spider, a little red spider. It was just mesmerizing because it wasn't red, it was yellow when it was walking across the screen. Of course, you can't see it because all you can see is from the camera, but across my face was this yellow thing. Anyway, so he was in a corner, in a sort of a gloomy corner, and I thought, oh my goodness, I felt so guilty that my husband had to eventually put him in there and do his stuff, and I could have been here and he could have been out and about, but it was already shadowy and the sun had moved. Anyway, so I went inside and my husband said, "Oh, you're home," and he did a thing on his phone and he showed me the picture. Why he immediately needed to show me this, I don't know, but it was what I needed. Because it was a picture of Heidi crawling towards his water. and having a drink from his water. Because a few days ago, I said I feel so guilty when I put him in there, and then he just ends up sitting against a wall with his head buried and doesn't seem to want to do anything. Well, you know what? Tortoises are solitary animals, and after walking around the yard all morning, he's probably tired, and he is tired. So anyway, by showing me that, because he remembered this conversation, it showed me that Heidi exactly knew where his water was and was only too happy to go to it when he was thirsty. Because I said to my husband, does he even remember where the water is? If I put him at the one end of his ark, does he know to go to the other end? Well, I don't know if he knows to go to the other end, but you put him somewhere near the water end, he may go to the water and drink, and he did. So I'm happy. So right now he's buried in a corner with his face up against the wall, and he looks like the headless tortoise that he often is. But he remembers where his water is. And he drank today. So, I think I remembered everything I wanted to tell you guys. Flies, you are annoying. I think the nuts have, gotten to their largest growth point. It was nice to talk to Mark today. Moments after he, posted something. I just saw his post and I replied to it right away. That was nice. Sometimes, often on YouTube, you don't have that immediacy. It's not like texting. You don't have the immediate texting happening. But if you happen to be in the right place at the right time, you notice that someone is posting. So I chatted with him for an exchange, a brief exchange. Nice talking to you, Mark. I love sunshine. And I love this slow tan that I get by sitting under here. I really do. I used to get really dark tans, which was not a really good idea. It was a really bad idea. But I don't do that anymore. I do not. I don't know if that means I'm really smart now, but I'm really cautious. Or relatively cautious about the sun. I still walk around and hope that I'll be browner by the end. But I cover up and I sit under the tree most of the time. But I am supposed to get the sun's vitamins as well, and not to cover up entirely. So I'm out here getting the sun's vitamins. Because that's just good for me. Those flies are everywhere. I really don't like flies. I know they're a part of things, but I really don't like them. Here's my husband. Talk to you later.